Hello everyone. Today again I came up with your first chapter, that is the heavenly parasol. Before starting the lesson, let us recall your previous class. Here in this lesson there was a princess named Amritaprabha who lived in Prajotia. When she was growing up, at that time the king, the father of Prajotia, called the Swayamvara to choose her husband, and many of the kings had come to participate in Swayamvara. At that time one king also had come. What was the name of him? Meghavahana. He was the grandson of former king of Kashmir. While the Amrit Prabha was moving to see all the kings, at that time she stopped near the Meghavahana and she put the garland in his neck, and Meghavahana was very much happy with this, and he was filled with the happy. Then the couples came to the king to take the blessings. At that time the priest will tell that this prince has been blessed with the parasol of Varuna. They will tell. At that time, as the Meghavahana doesn't know what is the meaning of parasol, at that time the king will explain to him. What he will explain? This parasol means it is the gift of the god. You are blessed with the Lord Varuna, he will tell to him. At that time the Meghavahana will be very much happy. Then he will return to his house. Where was the house of Meghavahana? It was in the Kashmir. He will go back to Kashmir. At that time the ministers of Kashmir will offer him to become the king. Why? Because he was the ruler who was ruling at the present. He was not good. Okay, so he was very much negligency. He was doing very much negligency to the people. So the ministers and the people were requesting the Meghavahana to become the king of Kashmir. Later on, the Meghavahana accepted the offer of them and he became the king of Kashmir. And what was his main law of him when he became the king? He told that nobody have to kill the living beings, and he wanted to make a change in everyone's kingdom. Okay, till here. And he took his army and he went for the journey of what? To conquer all the kingdoms. Okay, first he conquered which place? He conquered Lanka. Why? Because their demons were there. Demons means the cruel people were there. He wanted to change those people into the peaceful people. Till here we had stopped. Let us continue with our lesson. All of a sudden there was a cry in the air. Okay, when they were taking the rest, at that time the sudden cry will hear from the air. It seemed to come from a wood by the shore not far from where the royal horses were tethered. Okay, see here, the cry was coming there. The cry came from the air. Shore, what is the meaning of shore here? Bank of the sea. From where it was coming? It was coming from the wood. Wood means the forest area which was on the bank of the sea, where the royal horses were tied. Thread means it is tying. Okay, the horses were tied. From there the cry was coming. The cry came again and the king heard the plaintive call. Even under Meghavahana's rule, I have been slain. Okay, again once more the cry came from that place. Plaintive. What is the meaning of plaintive here? Plaintive means the sad, the painful call will come from the forest. Again it will be heard to Meghavahana. In this agitation, the king did not wait to summon his officers but ran towards the wood. Okay. What is the meaning of agitation? Excitement. Okay. He did not wait for the people. He did not wait for his officers. Summon means to give order. Okay. The summon. Meghavahana did not wait for any officers to come with him. He just ran towards the wood to see what was the noise. Plunging through the undergrowth, he fought his way till he came to a clearing. Therefore, there before him was a temple of Chandika, Durga, with some sort of human sacrifice in progress on the steps. Okay, what did he do? He ran away to see from where the sound was coming. As he was going on, there was a temple of Chandika. Chandika means it was the Durga temple. And he saw there the man was sacrificed in progress of the steps. There one man was lying down. Okay, a man lay on the ground, his arms raised for mercy, and a menacing looking barbarian stood over him brandishing his sword. Okay, when he went there, one man, what he was doing? He was lying on the ground. Mercy. What is the meaning of mercy here? Forgiving. Okay, very pitiful. The man was laying down. Menacing. What is the meaning of menacing? Suggesting here. Okay, barbarian. The barbarian means people from very different country, and the people who are barbarian, they are very cruel, they are very much rude. Okay, they were standing there. The barbarian was standing near that man who was lying down on the ground. And what is the meaning of brandishing? He was flourishing. Okay, he was flourishing his sword. Stop, cried the king, shocked at the sight. When he saw this, he will start crying, and suddenly he will scream. What he will tell? You stop this, he will tell. You rich, you dare threaten another's life in my realm. Okay, rich means unhappy person. Okay, he will tell very sadly. He will tell that threaten means taking action. The king will take an action and he will tell you stop killing this man in my kingdom. Real alarm means kingdom. Okay, the king will tell you stop this in my kingdom. You don't kill the person, he will tell. The barbarian dropped his sword in terror and fell on his knees before the king. What does the barbarian do? He will throw his sword. Terror. What is the meaning of terror? Fierly. Okay. The barbarian will throw his sword very much fierly. Means he was very much feared with the king. And he will fall on his knee. Whose knees? On the king's knee. O noble one, have mercy. I am the leader of a troop of barbarians that live in this wood. He will tell, oh, sorry, I am very much sorry and please pardon me. I am the leader of troop of barbarians. I am the leader of barbarians who we are staying in this wood. So you please forgive me of my mistake. And he will ask sorry for king. My little son has taken prey to some diseases and is on his deathbed. Okay, the barbarian will tell, my son is suffering from disease and he is going to die. He will tell to the king. If I kill this man, the gods will be pleased and save my son's life. Okay, what is the belief of that barbarian here? If I will kill this man, then my son will become alright and he won't lose his life. So I am killing this man here, he will tell. The barbarian will tell to the king. If you prevent this sacrifice, my son dies and the rest of my troop will give up their lives with him. Okay, again the barbarian will tell to the Meghavahana, if you stop this giving this sacrifice of this man, then my son will die, and with my son all the troop of my barbarian will also die with my son. He will tell to the Meghavahana. The king glanced towards a bundle on the temple approach and presumed it to be the sacrificed boy. His heart was torn with confusion and compassion. Okay, what is the meaning of glanced? Glanced here, glanced means taking a brief decision. Okay, and approach, it was covered, the temple was covered with the veranda. Okay, and the boy was lying down there, and the king was in very much confusion. Why? Because of this sacrificing. This man who desired to protect, continued the barbarian, was wandering about alone and friendless in the forest. Okay, I have to give the sacrifice to this man, to Lord, that is Durga. So you please forgive me and you give me the order to do this. He will ask to the king, is he of more value to you than this child with whom many persons are connected? Again the king will tell, is this man is most important, the valuable, more than your child? He will ask to the barbarian. Who will ask here? The king will ask. The victim sat crying on the ground, a look of terror on his face. Okay, victim. Who is victim here? The man who was lying down. Okay, he is the victim here. He started crying. He started crying. Terror means feared. Okay, he was showing fear in his face. Tears fell from the barbarian's eyes. When that victim start crying, at that time the barbarian also will start crying. Sir, tell me what to do, he cried. I cannot see my son suffer this way. Again that barbarian cryingly he will ask to the king, what I have to do? I can't see my son suffering from this disease. You please tell me what I have to do, he will ask to the king. The king spoke firmly. Firmly means with little possibility. Okay, in the slow manner the king will speak to him. What he will speak? Do not be distressed. What is the meaning of distressed here? Suffering. Okay, suffering. I will save your son as well as this victim. What does the king tell that? I will save your son as well as this man also. I will save these both. You don't worry, he will tell to the barbarian. I offer my body in sacrifice to Chandika. Okay, what the king will tell? I will save these both and I will give my body in sacrifice to Chandika, he will tell. Chandika means it is the Lord Durga here. Kill me, O barbarian. May these two persons live. What does the king tell? You kill me. Don't kill these two persons. Okay. If you kill me, then these two persons will be alive. You don't worry. You just kill me, he will tell. The king will tell to the barbarian. The barbarian, struggling between incredulity and fear, took a step backwards. What is the meaning of incredulity here? Unable to believe. When the king told that the barbarian was unable to believe this, he was very much afraid and he took one step backward. Backward means he moved backwards. Okay. Sir, you are the king. Again, what does the barbarian will tell? You are the king. Your life should be protected at all times. Again, he will tell, you are the king. We have to protect your life, not to kill you, he will tell. Do not pity this victim. Let him die. Again, what does the barbarian will tell? Do not protect, do not pity this victim, do not protect this man. Let him die. His life is of no significance. Okay, his life is not so important, but you are the king, you have to be alive. So you please don't tell like that. I will kill this man, he will tell. The barbarian will tell to the king. The king shook his head impatiently. What is the meaning of impatiently? He got irritated. Who got irritated here? The king was very much irritated. And he will tell, if I can use my body to stop a killing, why should I not? Okay, I have done the law not to kill anybody, so I will give my body only to Lord Durga, he will tell. Do not speak another word, kill me. Again the king will tell, you don't tell anything, you just kill me, he will tell. The barbarian hung his head and said, no, move to take his sword. Okay, the barbarian, what hung means, it is emotionally confused. The barbarian was very much confused. He was not able to take his sword. Why? Because the king was ready to die there. So he was in very much confused. If you cannot bring yourself to strike at me, I will use my own sword for the purpose. So saying, the king drew out his sword. Okay, again what does the king do? He will if you can't remove your sword and kill me, I will remove my sword and I will kill myself, he will tell. The king will tell to the barbarian. What is the meaning of strike here? Hit forcibly. I will hit myself forcibly, he will tell to the barbarian. The barbarian and the victim watched in horror. Okay, the barbarian and the man who was lying down to die was seeing him very surprisingly. As Meghavahana was about to strike himself, his head was covered with divine flowers of exquisite color and perfume, and someone held back his arm. Okay, when the king took his sword and he wanted to chop his head, at that time the flowers were, the beautiful flowers and the perfume was showered from the sky. They were falling on Meghavahana. Okay, the king whirled around in surprise and beheld a person of heavenly appearance. Then he realized that the barbarian, the victim and the ailing boy had vanished. Okay, when he saw back, at that time the barbarian, the victim and that boy had been vanished. Vanished means they were gone from there. Okay, when he looked behind, at that time these all three members were moved from. Vanished means removing from there. Okay, they were not able to see those people. They were vanished from there. A divine being addressed the bewildered king, I am Varuna, the lord of the seas. Okay, later on, bewildered means confused. The king was very much confused. Why? Because these all three suddenly they were vanished, and the Lord Varuna will come and he will say that I have come to reclaim my parasol that was carried away from my town by the powerful Bahuma, the father of your father-in-law. Okay, who was that barbarian? He was none other than this Varuna, the Lord. Okay, what he will tell? I have come here to take my parasol. Who your father of your father-in-law has taken from me. Okay, I have come back here to take my parasol, the Varuna will tell to the king Meghavahana. It has powers to quell calamities in my land. I created this illusion to test your nobility of mind. You are truly compassionate and noble. I have checked you, how much you are good, how much you are the best ruler of your kingdom. I wanted to test, so I have done this. He will tell that the Lord Varuna will tell to the Meghavahana, and he will tell that how much you are noble, how much your mind is nobility. So I came here for the testing of your mind, so now I will take back my parasol, he will tell. Meghavahana bowed before the divine being and returned the parasol reverentially to him. Okay, he bowed his head to the Varuna, to the Lord Varuna, and he returned. Reverentially means with deep. He will return his parasol to him. Then he asked hesitantly, O Lord, encouraged by your praise. Okay, and hesitantly means unsure manner. Okay, hesitating. Okay, he will ask hesitatingly that you please shower your blessings on me. He will tell. The Meghavahana will tell to the Lord Varuna, I wish to ask for a boon. Okay, boon means he will tell, I want to ask you something, you please give me. He will tell. Meghavahana will tell to the Lord Varuna, I need help to cross the water so that I may conquer the island. Okay, what was the boon of this Meghavahana? He wanted to cross the water. The sea was full. Okay, he wanted to cross that sea and go to that island. So you please help me in this. He will tell to Varuna. Varuna will smile at him. He will smile and he will tell, so be it. When you desire to cross the ocean, I will pull away the water. Then he disappeared with the parasol. The Varuna will smile and he will tell that, don't worry, while you are crossing this, I will remove this water. I will pull off this water, and he will tell, and he will be disappeared. Disappeared means he will go away. He will take the parasol and he will go away from there. The following day, Meghavahana assembled his troops on the shore. Okay, on the bank of the sea, he took his army and he was standing there. Assembled means gathered. All had gathered there. The water swelled and crashed on the sand, and the soldiers trembled at its might. Okay, what does the water did? The water will go away from there. It will go inside the sand, and the water will be cleared. Only the sand will be there. The army, the soldiers, all what they will do? They will move from there. Meghavahana rowed forward and plunged into the foaming ocean. Okay, the water was disappeared. From there only the soldiers and the Meghavahana went from there. All at once the waters parted, and the king, smiling at his troops' astonishment, beckoned them to follow him. In this wondrous manner, Meghavahana reached Lanka and won over its king Vibhishan in the form of friendship. Okay, he went there to the Lanka. He reached Lanka and he made a friendship with Vibhishan. Okay, he was the king of Lanka. What is the meaning of astonishment? The great surprise. Okay, he gave a great surprise to the Vibhishan and he conquered the Lanka. On returning home, Amritaprabha welcomed him and then looked around in confusion. Okay, after conquering the Lanka, he returned to house, and Amritaprabha very happily she welcomed him, and she was little bit confusion. Why she was confusion? Where is the parasol, my lord? She asked. It never leaves your side. Okay, she will ask, where is your parasol? Where it is? Always you used to take with you only. Where it is? She will ask the question to the Meghavahana. It was never mine to keep, he answered. Meghavahana answered that it doesn't belongs to me. He will answer to her. Yet the mark of favor shown to me by its divine owner will guide me through my life. Again he will tell, I have given this to his real owner, and the Lord will bless me from there only, he will tell. As he spoke, the skies darkened as if the parasol was casting its shadow over him, even from its heaven abode. Okay, while he was talking with his wife, the darkened means the night has occurred, okay, and the parasol was showering his shadow from the heaven only. Okay, by this we have completed our first chapter. In next section in the WhatsApp I will send your notes, so all of you please complete your notes. Thank you.